Hello everybody, welcome. How are you all doing? Hopefully audio is working. Oh, yep, mic's working. Urban, say hello.
Hello.
Urban's working, that's good. Christenberg, you read them. Excellent, I'm glad you do read them. So let's get into it. We might as well jump straight in and get cracking. So yes, we're back in SE. It's been a while. Obviously, the heat last weekend, and the weekend before that, I think, scuppered quite a bit of activity. Urban's got a little bit of heat as well at the minute. It's not too bad. It's a lot lower than it was, but it still is a thing. So just bear that in mind. What we're doing today is we've got to reorganise the landing pad, and we are going to get ourselves a bigger, better cargo ship. Beluga's good, do better. So we've had some thoughts, some ideas, and yeah, we're going to crack on with that sort of stuff and see what's going on and go and find out. Urban, where are you?
I'm over at the drone bay.
Oh, have we had a delivery?
We have of 600k ice.
Oh, is it already gone?
Yeah, it's been here and disappeared already.
Oh.
I'm just trying to figure out why these generators are not grabbing the whatchamacallit, ice. Because
Okay.
these should all be connected in sequence. So I'm going to fix the thing that I made that was broken clearly from the start.
Yep, that's important. And while you're doing that, I'm going to have a look. So looks like we had a visitor.
Ooh.
Right, so we're going to move the crab. That needs to go back. We need to get an idea of how much space this new ship's going to take. I've got the hull. I just don't have the actual. Oh, and we need to repair the floor under Beluga as well. That's a bit of a weird angle. It's like it's gone through TcFreer.
It definitely went through said floor. Someone piloted it through the floor.
Oh, okay. I have no idea what. Steel parts. Do we have cargo boxes down here? We don't have any cargo boxes. Do it instead. That. Oh, okay. weld all this up. I'm sure it's a simple fix there, but don't worry. Unless all the ice has already been nicked by the deuterium converters.
No, the ice is stuck in one of the O2H2s. And now I need to figure out why.
Hey David, it's not Sunday indeed, it's Saturday. You're so bad. A lot better. Right. Let's not worry too much about that, mate. Are the welders off?
Should be. I've not turned them on.
Oh, no, they're green. They're on. Yeah, they're off now. I think we left them running. Doing me thing. Alright. Let's, how you doing, David? You doing alright? It's lovely to see you. Welcome.
Let's not have the singing immediately. Oh my gosh.
Why not? I'm a very good singer.
I'm not saying that you're not. Well, just normally wait. We have to wait half an hour.
What's the plan for today? Try to take over the world.
You know, this is even more scary for me now.
Why?
Because the ice is in a O2H2 called drone O2H2 hidden. I have gone through all of my drone O2H2s that are hidden on this base. and they're definitely not. The ice is definitely not in any of it. So I guess we've renamed an O2H2 wrong. Okay, you've got 108k.
What blueprint is this showing?
The last one you loaded on it.
Hi Hub, you alright? You been?
Okay, where are our O2H2 generators? Like on the base or on ships?
I've no idea.
Right, prepare for annoying signals.
What the heck? Blueprint? There you go. How have you been? Oh, tells me all I need to know. Yeah. Right. I imagine it is. I need to go up one more. Needs to come forward. Right. So what else have you been doing, Hub? Besides that? Hey, Lethal Smile, how are you? Long time no see. Almost clear. Urban?
You're not clear at the front. You need to go back.
That's not the
It
front.
clips through the... Up here, definitely is. Or is this the back? Right, now you're clear. Go back towards the wall. Back the way you came 2 clicks. Nope, too far. There you go. Now you're no longer in the wall.
Right. That's the size of Big Blue.
Chunky.
You've been to watch the new Superman. What do you think of it? I've heard mixed reviews of it. So, this is so these 4 very large pods, you'll notice, are merge block cargo pods, so they are removable. So we can have 4 detachable cargo pods.
Yeah.
So what we'd also have to do is we'd have to put inset connectors between them as well, so that they connect in terms of being able to put everything onto it. But yeah, that's the that will be the chassis for Big Blue. We've got the engine pods at the front. Yeah, I think it is decent, but I'd like consensus with yourself. It makes Beluga look small. And it would be our biggest vessel yet.
I figured out the problem, TC.
What have you done?
Honestly,
Nothing? Okay.
nothing. Because we have an O2H2 generator that doesn't exist on the base.
What?
I have just named all of our O2H2 generators. Right? I know, 1 minute. Show on HUD on. Right, where is this one? Right, we're looking for an O2H2 generator that is shown on HUD.
Yeah, it's down here.
Oh, has that one been named wrong? Yes, it has. I think. No, that's O2H2 generator. So that's where all the ice went, is into that one. Is that you shooting?
Oh, a bit of intruder.
Just use a grinder because the guns are stupidly loud in this game.
Right.
Did you at least loot the body?
Nope. I don't think there's anything
Parts
on
in
it.
those. Yeah,
Is there?
they have parts and components.
Okay.
Asked me to add mods and don't even know what they do.
Right. Hey, Hog, good to see you, mate. They are very tough spacesuits. I'm just a bad shot in this game.
Right. In terms of this, TC,
In terms of
this build,
this one, yeah.
yeah. First of all, there's a wall there. Thank you, dampeners, for not working. But
And
it's large.
This one's got a load of loot on it.
Feck off. My stuff. Get away from it.
Yeah, this is Beluga's big brother. This is the blue whale.
Right. If we build this, right, where are these merge block cargoes?
Right here.
Oh, what, underneath it?
No, above it. You see him? Yeah.
Okay, how are we moving those on planet?
They're already attached. Like I said, we need to put an inset connector between them in the middle of each block so that they are merged and connected together so that we have access to the cargo themselves.
Okay.
So they have dual connection points. They have merge blocks and they also have the inset connector, which then connects them to the central cargo of the actual of the Big Blue.
Right. Press print.
We can't do yet.
Huh? Why not?
Because I need to put a landing leg down for it to connect to.
It's already on one.
No, it's not. Oh, you want to connect it to that? That
Yeah.
will fall over.
It'll be fine.
Hey?
It'll be fine enough. Right. Is this block even buildable? Oh, it needs to come forward half a block.
You can't do half a block.
'Cause you've done it.
Can you? Hey, Taco.
Well, you can because you've clearly done a half block. Because if you're building it off this projector, this shouldn't be half a block.
No, I'm not. I'm building it off this one.
Off which one?
This one.
Where is this one?
On the base.
It's... Oh god, why are you building it? No. Always build it off the thing you're going to connect it. You can connect it to. Because you can't build a landing leg to connect to a projector. You build the projector and connect to the connect to the landing leg.
What's the projector controlling on this?
Underneath it. It's literally a seat. Right. Lift it up.
Oh, it's the wrong blueprint.
Oh.
Okay, where is it?
Off to the right. So lift it up for me. It needs to rotate. Yep, that's fine.
That's fine, is it?
No, the one you had originally.
Ah,
That one, yeah. Right. Now you need to push it the other way. Yep, keep going.
that's as far as it'll go.
Okay, spin it around then, 180 degrees. No, that's rotation. Nope, that's yaw. Right, it's now upside down, so it needs to roll. There. You need to roll it, TC. You've got it built upside down.
Is that the right way around?
Right. Yep, now go up. Down, 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 down. Don't go up massively, and then go back slowly. Right. No, that's left and right. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Keep coming. Whoa, don't go too fast. Back a bit more. Bit more. Keep going. Yeah, keep going. Back a bit more. Right, go forwards one block. No, that's too many blocks. Go back. One more block. Are you using the projection sliders?
Yes.
Jump out of the seat. Let me know when it connects.
Yep, connected, but it needs to go up. And it needs to go to the right by 2 blocks.
That's center line. That's already center line. I've already done right too.
No, it needs to go right 2 blocks.
Oh, I was connecting it on the left hand side.
Okay, stop there. Hey, Grumbles, thank you very much, mate. Thank you for the very kind raid over on the tubes. I need some steel. 1 second, folks. Welcome over from the one and only Monsieur Gambards over on the YouTube. Hope you enjoy I-69. A lot of fun, that. Thank you. Hey, Sirius, how are you? Yep, it clears there.
Yep. Projector. Right. Before we do anything, projector. 1 minute.
Backers, no worries. Are you doing Congo as well?
Keep projector and show any buildable.
So yeah, welcome everybody. If you join us on YouTube, Rumbles, thank you so much, mate. Had a huge amount. Me and Urban had a huge amount of fun in the deep desert all night on June this morning, going doing the spice run. We're now building our big blue whale.
Right, ready?
Yeah, click and let's go. Build our chassis. Paint it afterwards. So what we're building is we're building our new cargo ship to make our current cargo ship, which is Beluga, look very small. Just got the hull in progress at the minute. The chassis in progress at the minute, sorry. In the build bay.
And a little bit outside of it.
A little bit. We'll get an idea of how big it is as we go. But yeah, we had a great amount of fun in June this morning. That was awesome. And we look forward to seeing what we can do with that and replacing the melange. But yeah, this is Big Blue. Once we've built Big Blue, we need to, or once we've built the chassis of Big Blue, as you can see here, we've got to we've got to fit it out, deck it out, greeble it out, and then we've got to dock it.
We've also got to figure out what we're taking up. Because this is a ship that's big enough for us to abandon this base with.
Never abandon a base.
Okay, not abandon, but leave for a long period of time with.
Well, you know what we could do? If we do want to move to the space station eventually when we've got it finished, we've got one drone getting ice.
We have a second.
Yeah, we go to the space station.
I want to find space ice for that though.
Yeah, but while we're looking for that, we can have it coming from here.
It's a lot of work to do a space station one though.
Not really. Easier.
From planet to space to station, it's a lot harder. Because you've got to deal with gravity and gravitational forces and descent and ascent. They're great at going point to point in atmosphere and point to point in space. They're not that great at going space to planet and planet to space. Oh.
What?
TC? That's all heavy armor.
Yeah.
Have we got the metal grids for that?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
TC, we have 13 metal grids on the base.
Oh.
Did you check the resources before building?
Yeah, because I thought we had plenty of metal grids.
No, we've got plenty of iron. We don't have plenty of like cobalt and stuff. Let me have a look at how much we actually have in terms of resources to make metal grids. We've got the cobalt. What's my metal grid set to? Yeah, TC. We had 5,000 metal grids only.
Okay. Where's the nearest cobalt?
No, we've got over 180k of cobalt. It's just I hadn't been massively producing them because we hadn't needed them massively.
Okay, well, I think we go and mine some cobalt.
We don't need cobalt.
What
We
about?
just need to make them.
Right, okay.
But because you hadn't told me, oh, this thing's a heavy armor ship, all I saw was, oh, it's light armor. It's a light armor chassis. So I thought, oh yeah, it's steel plate. We've got like 100k of that.
Hmm.
But because it's metal grids, we've got 0 metal grids currently, and we're waiting on it to produce the 500,000, the 50k that I've just put on the quota for it.
Yeah, okay, but you can still build everything else with the steel.
I know, but it's annoyance because there's no communication.
I didn't think there'd be a problem.
You don't think anything's going to be a problem. You're just like, you're too like, it's going to be fine. The base will handle everything.
Hmm.
Which it will, but it'll just take a lot longer than if we just have it all doing what it should be.
Okay, well, I'm going to go and see if there's anything to grind up then and get the bits out of them.
Yeah, go for it. I'll keep an eye on this.
Okay. Oh,
I think that dispatch station B09 is a new one.
yeah, I'm not going to go too near that.
Well, if you hold up a second.
Okay. I'm just going to go to the one that we down that should be over this hill. Hmm. So, where's it gone? You're going to go and nuke its defences, yeah?
I'm just going to nuke it.
What was that? Hey Grumbles, big hugs mate, thank you so much for the very kind raid on YouTube. And thank you for the fun in the deep desert. How are you doing? Yeah, it was great fun, mate. I'm a bit concerned when the Frenchies attacked, but you know, it was good.
Oh, there's a cryo bunker over here as well.
Have a look. Yeah, go and cool down, Grumbles. Go and look after yourself. Yeah, I mean, it's still like getting on for 22, 23 here at the minute. Or it feels like it anyway. And, but yeah, it's just a bit, it's a bit, like you say, it's muggy really. It's warm and wet. That base disarmed.
No clue.
Oh, why? What happened?
No, I'm just shooting at it still.
Oh, okay. I'm just breaking down whatever this was.
Oh, that was another base.
I was? Was it?
More than likely.
Enough. Got quite a big day tomorrow, everybody. So hopefully you're going to be here to enjoy it and join in with us. It's going to play warships tomorrow. It'll be a bit of a switch around this weekend. There's a logistics ship above us.
You mean that one?
Yeah. Oh! You're not attacking the offensives and some of that. Right, okay, that's bad.
No, because my weapons are not discriminate enough. Let's see if we can salvage this.
Okay. Well, I have one totally dead engine and a few other systems that aren't fully operational. I'll have to have that, so I'm just going to get repaired back there. You're back already, are you? Oh no, it's the green bug.
That thing is, I believe, neutered.
Yay! I'm following the green bug.
Ah, I'm not. I'm sad now. They opened my cockpit.
There's our little green bug.
I imagine he's probably got another 600k.
Trying to force it to repair it.
I wouldn't do that, TC.
Why not?
Because if it latches onto your grid gets merged to it.
There we go, it's fully repaired mine now.
Yeah, I'm just going to repair mine manually because I'm not afraid of a bit of manual labor. Goodbye, green bug.
Goodbye, what?
Green bug?
Oh, is it left already? Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, it only stays there for 30 seconds.
Excellent. No worries, do. See you soon, mate. We're just waiting for Big Blue to build.
Okay, bar the cameras, that's my thing now fixed.
Good. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. You said you wanted to move the crab back.
Back and over.
Okay. You want me to get it off the ground? Left-hand drive, this one, isn't it? Yeah.
You're asking me like I know. I didn't build it. Yeah, 'cause it needs to come over onto this pad back to its back right.
Ooh. Right. Okay.
What?
I just saw bodies underneath it.
Yeah, I've been dealing with them.
Oh, okay, cool.
So yeah, it needs to come over here. I don't know if it's going to go in sideways in this gap.
Nah, it's not, mate.
No, dump it lengthways then.
Oh, well, I mean, the good thing is that lengthways...
It should go through this gap. And if memory serves me right...
There should be a point underneath there, shouldn't there?
There will be a point underneath here that I just need to find. But for that thing, what's its power? It's deuterium, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was hoping it was just battery, so I didn't have to conveyor it. Yeah, keep going. Keep it coming.
It's not quite straight.
You've got space at the back, so you can come forward, come across now. Right. Right. Yep, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. A bit more. That'll do, I think. I think this ends in. Yep, this ends in. So, from here, it is going to be on this block.
Yep. You're forgetting how big this thing is. So for those of you who don't remember, the crab was our lifting hauler, designed to take the centre of the space station and its proportionate arms up afterwards. It's now kind of redundant as we use Beluga.
There you go, you got a connector. It should be lined up. I've gone one block too far forwards. No.
Okay. I think I had enough room to nudge over, didn't I, for it?
You did, but it was going to be risking a lot.
Okay.
Because your nose was going to be pushing very, very close to burning on the, what do I call it?
Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting the pods on this. I'm quite low, don't they?
It's not even the pods. Right. Hold up. Come on. Let me build vision.
Hey, Congo.
Right. You have to line them up exactly because I've turned all the strength off. So down. Down. Back a touch. Or just lock.
I think that'll do.
And then for this, I'm just going to leave this one here because we might as well try and build in towards that connector that's there.
Yeah, having that in the middle actually would help, wouldn't it? Because that means that the big blue, we know where we can dock it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the first cargo pod is almost complete.
It is.
And I think that's big enough for 4 large cargo containers and 2 large hydrogen or roughly speaking, I think.
Potentially.
And we can, so if we could have 8 large cargo containers on this.
I would think about using potentially the ore cargo or the large one that we have.
Yeah, the federal one, yeah. And we can still fit 2 of those in it.
Yeah.
Each one.
There we go. We'll just light up the pad a bit more. So what I'm thinking is, in terms of this, we're going to need 2 things for this. Right, we're going to need something up in space that can tug these containers around and connect them to the base. Bearing in mind, these are going to have a lot of weight.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to need a fairly powerful tug ship. Which is fine, we can do it.
Yeah. But it's in space, which means the power requirements aren't hard.
Yeah, you don't need to hold vertical.
Got the bow of it. It's just going to finish all the stern of it, which comes out to about here.
Where you are, which is why I've turned on the ones on the base as well.
Ah, okay. Cool.
Or I had. But chances are, if I go into the
Does yours fly better now, by the way, with its with those engines?
The question you've asked me a million times and I've answered, yes, it flies better than what it originally did. It is still sluggish as hell. But that's because I'm using a lot of heavy weapons.
Yeah, I'm using a lot of heavy weapons as well.
Mine's like, but yeah, but yours is like 1,000 kilos lighter than mine. Because my ammo weighs a lot. Yours doesn't.
Do you use kinetic ammo as well?
No. It's energy plasma turrets on the top. My ammo is rockets.
Yeah, because I've got the Jerichos and I've got the chin torpedoes.
Hmm.
But mine is all kinetic.
Yours is all kinetic weapon.
Yeah.
I don't know then. I think it's probably the vast amount of missiles that I have on this thing.
Where's this? Yeah, because
Each of those missile launchers can launch 8 missiles per launcher. And I did the math, and it's basically each one of those has 100 launches or something in terms of storage. I may leave in the armor. I'm not too fussed about it. It's battle damage.
it's ugly.
And it's taken a bit of damage, so what?
Yeah, well. Bit better. Right, how are we doing with Big Blue? Come on. Oh, we nearly finished cargo skeleton number 2.
Yeah.
So.
Number 2 is nearly done, which is good. And all the welders are still going on it.
Yeah. It's just going to take time to get done. But as you said, it's a big old Hector.
It's a big old ship that uses all heavy armor. That I wasn't made aware of.
To be fair, I didn't realise it was a heavy armor version, this one.
To be fair though, it makes sense for a huge old cargo ship like this to be heavy armor. I kind of have the idea about where I want to put the bridge on this TC. I kind of want the bridge to be a bit of a weird spot. I'm thinking on this, right, the bridge is right at the front of it.
But this is
And
the
at
bow
the back
down
here. Oh, is it the bow? This is the bow. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm looking at this in reverse. I'm looking at this as being the back of the ship with the 2 engine pods.
No, this is the bow with the engine pods at the front. But it's also got a tail with 2 engine pods as well.
Does the tail have 2 engine?
Yeah.
Oh no.
But your idea still works. Because if you
just
want...
have to change the orientation of it. Because I was thinking about having somewhere that's like a little viewport back to view and manage like docking of stuff. Kind of in the center gap here.
So you know the car, you know the walkway, you know the passageways we've got with the windows on the top. My idea was, you see this middle section here.
This one here.
Yeah.
Passageway, all of that.
Yeah, we basically do a passageway all the way through. that allows you to look up to see the actual thing.
Yeah.
But
And
as
run
you,
the cargo down the side or something.
yeah, but I think if I remember rightly, one of the passageway blocks we've got has windows up, but it also has the
No. It's windows.
buttons.
Nope. They don't hybrid them. If it's a window block or it's a button block, there's not either, because they can't add additional functionality to the game. And the mod maker is in the process of, I think the mod maker is probably going to do something like that. But at the minute they were just adding all the variations.
So we can do window blocks, circular
And
window
button
blocks.
panels and stuff.
Yeah, that are in the circular tubes down, and so that way then.
Yeah.
It's you've got vision. The only thing I'm thinking is I don't know whether there's going to be enough visibility through the windows.
No, this is why I wanted a control bridge.
Because you still wouldn't have the visibility through that, though. Would you?
No, you would, because I'd make the control bridge out of glass.
You know what would
like
have
panelled.
You know what would give you visibility though?
No, we're not doing bay windows.
Why not? Why not do the dome windows with a control seat?
Because the bay windows limit what you can do design-wise. They severely limit the angles you can play with.
And the standard windows make it even worse. They take up too much space.
I'm on the ship this big. I'm not worried about space teasing.
Space disappears very quickly when you start to block in.
Oh, I'm aware, but I'm thinking of, for like the windows, for like the cargo access point and like the viewing platform and the control center for it. I'm thinking it kind of protrudes outside of the armor a little bit. So the normal windows is going to work better than the bay windows in terms of that space. Because I'm thinking that the windows itself are going to come down a little bit into like a little U shape under here. But with the bay windows, you're limited to a single block U shape. Whereas with the normal windows, it's fairly freeform. That was what you can do.
Except for the gap in the middle.
What gap in the middle?
You can't build inside the window.
No, because you build so that the window's facing down, so you can build inside it. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. You use the bay windows as like a get out of jail free card.
Use them because
So,
they
like,
work.
I know they work, but that's almost like turning around and saying, "Oh, I use a push bike to cycle 30 miles a day instead of using a car." Both work. One of them's better for you.
They are shooting.
NPCs. Go shoot. I'll keep an eye on this because I don't care for them.
How much more further is this going to go?
Almost over the top of where the thing is, where I am. Right. Do you want a challenge, TC? No bay windows, no bridge blocks on this ship.
Hell no.
Is that taking away too many of your creature comforts? Too many of your easy building blocks?
No, because the bridge building ones work. If you don't want if you don't want the bay windows, fine. We'll just bin the bay windows. But I don't think it's going to look right or work right. I think it's going to look probably janky. But you let me have bay windows up.
If you're going for jank, then yeah, use the bay windows.
Shh, whatever you want.
If you want jank, then go
whatever you
for
want.
the bay
No, it's
windows.
fine.
Sorry, my opinion on the block is not a great one. I don't like the block. We're almost at the end of number 3, which means it's going to start curving back up in a minute.
I thought there was... Is there not 4 on it?
No, there's 3. I seem to think there was 3. There might be 4. I mean, we can always turn on the full projection and see.
Yeah, just double check, 'cause I thought there was 4. No, there's not. There's 3. That's good. Good. See what I mean about this back end here, though?
Yeah. See, I was always thinking this is the front of the ship because I was thinking, like, with the way that this is designed, you have the small engines at the front, and it's like a cargo ship, like that you would see a container ship, where all of the cargo's in front of the bridge. With the nice rounded stern. It doesn't really matter which way we think about it, as long as we're on the same page.
This is more like, if you Google an image of, I think it's called Friendship 7. It's basically a carrier cargo vessel whereby it's got a hollow, it's almost got a hollow middle. So it's got the bridge, all the stuff at the bow, a big hollow section in the middle where they can actually put either big cargo, ships, oil rigs, all that kind of stuff. And then it's got a couple of stanchions at the back, just as a here's where your stern is.
Yeah,
this
it's
is
definitely
more
not
like that.
Friendship 7.
Not Friendship 7? Oh no, that's Mercury 7. That's John Glenn.
Yeah.
It's something sci-fi.
It's not the Endeavour.
This is kind of, sort of like it. There you go. I'll put it in Twitch chat for you. Everyone else can see it as well. And I'll put it in YouTube for the YouTube folks.
Oh, like an actual ship?
Yeah.
I was looking for a spaceship.
No. Like these are real ships. I think it might be Servant 7 or something. But if you see, do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean though about the similarities between this and that? All the control stuff is at the front. The cargo sits in a hollow area in the middle, and then you've got the back stanchions on which are the funnels in the case of this one, to see where the back of the ship is when it's submerged. Okay. So for this,
in that case, in terms of this, I'm going to be extending the bridge up a little bit then.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you look at the front of it, it's nice and sleek, which you want your spaceship to be. But this section here, instead of it curving down, it would be better if
I'm going to
curved up.
Curve it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to leave the armor curving down, but I want to bring the windows up and have this kind of be like a large window area that kind of comes up above the armor a little bit. And you basically walk up into like a dome on top of here.
Yeah, it's going to have to be like 4 or 5 blocks high.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
There's one thing I wish it could do, but I don't think the game allows it, and I don't think there's even a script or a mod. It'd be good to put cameras underneath each one.
What, under each cargo?
Yeah.
No, that's really easy to do.
So
as long as on the cargoes we number them and they have a designated spot on here, right?
Yeah, we can do. Yeah, I mean the pods. We can label the pods 1, 2, 3.
No, because the same thing with the cameras, right?
Yeah.
So what you do is, if the camera is the same name when it connects to the grid on any bar, it automatically repopulates.
No, what I'm thinking is a way to see the cameras from like a raised control deck, so you can see when it docks, because you can't see, if you raise it up, you can't see the bottom of the cargo pods to say when they're connected or not.
Oh no, you'd have to have someone in a control seat to do that.
There's nothing wrong with having a control seat with cameras 1, 2.
The other option, ooh.
I don't know.
No, I'm just having a think. Because here's a thought for you. Now, it's a really, really wacky thought. But what if these cargo pods were only cargo pods in the central section, in the central square? and this side bits were like had a little bit of thrust on it, not massive amounts, but a small amount, that were basically designed so that they can be drones of their own.
Like a PAM system.
Sort of. So basically they take off, we can lift them off, remote control them over to the base without having something that maneuvers them around.
No, I mean for the base.
Because they maneuver themselves.
For the base, if I'm honest, what I'd really like to do is I'd really like to build a crane.
Oh.
Like a lifting arm that just lifts and moves them all off. If we're going to do that, because that's what I wanted to do.
But I'm just fixing the bad ideas.
Oh.
No, I think a crane could work. It brings in a lot of clang with something this large.
Because this is why I was saying the other thing is just put a connector in the middle between each of the stanchions so that it connects to the whatever cargo boxes you put inside it. So that it's merged and it has a inset connector between them. So
I was thinking this block space here, right, running a cargo conveyor line and then conveying up into them.
I was thinking of doing it through the middle here, because then you can bring it up to
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So in terms of this, right, the block here, that block.
Yeah, I can see that.
Right. That's the conveyor line that goes all the way through. And then in the middle of each one of these, there's a connector that goes up.
That's just what I've just said.
Oh, I was thinking you meant a connector here, in between them, because you were flying through the middle of them.
No, in between the stanchions.
When you fly through the middle, when you fly through the middle of the thing, but through the stanchions, I agree, definitely needs to be one. But I think it needs to be in the long section here. So up into that connector, because then we can disconnect the merge blocks and the connectors at the same time.
As
almost finished on this.
Because the other thing is that as much as it may not agree, is arming it.
Arming where though? That's the question.
Same as what we did with Beluga.
Oh, PDXs?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can slap a couple of PDXs along the side of it. I would probably go with where each of the vertical blocks are, kind of somewhere around each of those vertical stanchions along this bottom section. Per PDX. And then we could probably go with like some sort of larger one on the top at the front, or even central front. I don't know yet. So, do you want the good news or the bad news?
And the bad news is that it's only just being able to be welded at the back by the base welders.
By the build bay welders.
Mm.
The base welders are fine. That's the good news. It just means that anything back here is going to be a bit of a slow process to get done.
That's fine.
In terms of engines,
big ones.
Hear me out.
Don't know if we can do hydrogen. I don't know where we put the tanks.
That was going to be my thing. I don't like the hybrid engines for this because it's too
I don't want to use hybrids.
You don't want to use hybrids, okay, that's fine.
The hybrids...
They're too easy on it.
Well, no, they won't be too easy on this. The hybrids won't have the thrust for this. It'd be fine for a crossover between Atmos and Ions, but only just.
Why I think it needs hydrogen.
Hydrogen, we don't produce enough of it, and where do we store it on this?
I kind of have an idea for that.
Not gonna like it, am I?
No, what I'm thinking, kind of along the side here, we do externalized hydrogen tanks. That's the only problem with this thing is there's not really enough. There's enough space, but to keep nice sort of lines, there's not. Or the alternative is we make it so that, say this one here, TC, this front one, closest to the bridge, is just a decorative one, or like the end one at the back of the ship is just decorative, it's fused to the ship, and it's
if you notice that back one is different to the others.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, why is it different? So it's the same. No, it's the same shape. It's just they've got a the crossbars in a different place. They've added an extra crossbar in it in the design. Because if you remove these triangle ones here, it's the same as the others. But I think we could convert that last one into a hydrogen tank and pull hydrogen through that. Quite a lot of work to do it and get it working. Here's the other thing, TC. In terms of these cargoes, is this armored section in the middle, is it kind of curving up and around the bottom of it a little bit?
Not yet.
No, as in like, are you going to want it to? So they look like they're being held in as opposed to sitting on top with merge blocks.
But as you can see, there's nothing there to say they are or they aren't.
I know, it's creative freedom.
What engines are we putting on this? Let's start with the basics.
Engines first, because the power can come in last.
So...
But let's wait until it's finished welding, because then we can turn all the welders off. My ultimate thought is this front section, though, is purely space only thrusters. We don't have that much space in there to fit both space and atmospheric.
Where, the back or the front?
The back, sorry.
Yeah, those are just thruster housings. It's
Yeah,
just
but what I'm saying is we only put in either ion or Atmo in there. We don't do both.
To be fair, I'm thinking of changing the outer section of it and putting, you know, like down here on the grinder. Now we've got these big flatmore circles.
Yeah.
Do them back to back in it.
Yeah, we can do.
Because that then gives us the engine pod style that we want. I'd love to make these rear ones vectored.
Not on a large grid, you don't.
No, I think it'd look awesome.
I think it's going to incite a lot more clang than you think.
Yeah, I know. Probably will. But let's get it. Let's let it finish and let's figure out how we're gonna fit it out. What time is it?
3:45.
And you've got Urban does a D&D event with friends sometime on Saturday nights.
Not every Saturday night. Literally, it's the second one this month because we're behind on schedule.
So he has he masters that.
No, I am playing.
Oh, you're playing this one.
I am a player in this one.
So here's what I'm thinking. Okay, let's let the hull finish, and then next time let's do the fit out, because that'll give us a chance to.
I've got till 5 o'clock TC. They pushed it an hour, so I've got an hour. I've got an hour and 15 still.
But I'm also looking at the fact that you need to switch your laptop off to let it cool down, to let your room cool down, so you become more comfortable.
I'm fine. It's been cold today. I've had non-stop rain. Surprisingly, I've had an actual British day.
Right. Okay, that's fine.
But yeah.
It's fine. We'll figure it out, but we need to just let that fully finish.
I mean, this is going to take another, like, few minutes. How are we doing on resources, actually? That's the next big question. Have we used all of our resources?
We probably have.
We haven't been down here in a while. In the CIC... Oh, we're doing fine. There's only a few Ks on there that are short, and that's on the really rare stuff. Namely, platinum. Oh, you're filling up on your stuff.
Yeah, in a slow way.
So yeah, we're lowest on platinum, but we're fine on everything else. In terms of what we need for this shit, right? Is there any of the resources on this list that we're going to need a lot more of?
It depends which way we build it.
Right. We need to get at least some sort of idea on the engine pack we're going to put on it. Because that way we can set everything up to build. It still works.
Yeah, of course it does.
I was concerned it had broken itself.
No. It does give me an idea, though.
Yeah, what? What is your idea? Are you thinking about putting an elevator on the ship?
Yeah, entry and exit.
Yeah, the elevator script explicitly says don't do that to moving vehicles because it will impart random phantom forces. We can do it, but it will be a rudimentary elevator and it won't be like the one we've got on the base. What I was thinking of is this is a rather cool ramp section, TC, to drop an entire ramp down.
Yeah.
Because we could build a ramp in this bottom section, right? And then have like an airlock that goes up in, or has some sort of way of getting up into pressurized area, and then we use that to get up into the base, into the ship. Because there's no way I can pressurize that ramp. Are we done? No.
There's still. It's metal grids. It's just chewing through that.
Yeah, I set them to be a priority thing to craft, so it'll craft as many.
This is a very weak point here.
Which point?
Here. Hey Faz, how are you?
Oh yeah, no, that is a weak point, but don't forget, I'm probably going to reinforce that and also probably block it out entirely. But yeah, right.
Yeah, so if you look at the size of this, in this center section here, it's a
section that, yep.
This bow section is huge. We have so much room for everything we need. Like,
yeah,
our engines, reactors.
Yeah, in terms of bridge,
the bridge would need to take up less than probably about 20% of this, if that, and that's being generous.
Yeah, I'm thinking this section here, this like triangle for the bridge between this block and this block. Block down a literal triangle. If I go get the parts, I can do it.
We just need to make sure the welders are off at this end.
Oh no, I'm making it light block, making it out of light, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
But like in terms of sizing,
yeah, I'm listening.
That like this internal area here is probably going to be enough for the bridge if you're using the bridge blocks.
Yeah, because I think the bridge blocks, as long as it'll be okay. I mean, part of me wants to put the bridge right up front, but then the other part of me is looking at it thinking, actually, I don't want to stuff it right up front. I'd like it to be up or thereabouts.
The other option we've got, TC, is we build the bridge up here on top of this thing at the back.
Right.
And from where I'm stood, right, kind of crane it at a diagonal up a little bit and then back and down. And this is basic. So think of like a ship, how the bow isn't, how the bridge is not directly on the bow, it's normally a bit further back. And it's normally above the main deck, so to speak. So treat this space as the main deck. And then we have the bridge that kind of protrudes above it.
You mean like we did on Beluga?
Yeah, like we did on Beluga. I just lagged into that.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh no, I lagged into you. Ah, that makes no sense at all, game. Thank you for that.
How are you doing, Fazdat? Welcome to the channel, mate. We're currently looking to upgrade our cargo vessels, and in order to do that, we are doing ourselves a whale. Very big whale.
So yeah, kind of like Beluga.
What the
but
heck are they fixing?
I have no idea what they're fixing. They've been doing that for the entire time we've been here. Unfortunately, I don't have a control panel on these to access them to see where it is because they're interlinked. But no, in terms of Beluga, right? Beluga's what I like to think of as this sporty ship.
Okay.
I'm thinking it kind of, instead of it curving backwards and following the line of the ship up, it goes kind of diagonally the other way first, and then into the Beluga style cockpit. So it's kind of like a bubble sat on top of it, but slightly raised off the main deck.
Because you know what we could do if we did, just hear me on this. If we did Beluga style from here, yeah.
One sec. Feel free to build.
We've not finished. Look at the back of it.
Oh no, I've turned off the ones in here.
Okay. I'm not going to build yet because I still need to fit. I need to. If we did Beluga style from here, yeah. When you get to here, we can do wing arms. That come out that give you the bridge wings.
Yeah, and what, have them kind of come out to
come
out to here so you can see down the side.
Yeah.
And pilot the ship probably from one side of them, one of the bridge wings.
Or from either side, from left or right, depending on where you want. Hey, PJ.
Yeah.
Because the reason we're not building, by the way, as well, I've just tried, we completely have 0 metal grids.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, it's just gonna. I mean, I'd like to have the cabin in the hull, but
I think to be able to see around this thing without having to, like, there are the benefits of playing around with Space Engineers third person and flying a ship in third person, but there's also a kind of warm fuzzy feeling for making it a ship that can be flown in first person as well, and that it's literally your choice. So these bridge rings, are you thinking they come out no further than kind of like half these engine pods?
Yeah, just long enough to see down the back sides.
I'm going to say one thing about them.
Yeah, they'll look funky.
No, I'm not. No. I have more of a concern about something else. Downwards thrust.
Yeah, you don't worry about that.
Okay, I won't worry about it. But I'm just saying.
I know you.
My concern is that we're going to build them in a way that's going to burn them.
No, we just make sure the thrusters don't. The thruster boxes don't engage with them. And remember, downward thrust you don't need as much as upward. More.
What I will do, because yeah, we've actually had quite a long day so far. I just realised how long we've been awake for.
That's why I was kind of trying to drop a gentle hint, because your day goes on for a long time, whereas we've both been.
I've got another.
You've got another. You've got another 5 hours of D&D or whatever. potentially. I don't know how much longer I've got today as well with Stat, because you know, it depends what Stats wants to do, if he's doing ships or not. And then tomorrow we've both got very long days. So we need to. I mean, I love this design myself. I think this is a wonderful chassis to build off for a cargo ship. It's just got to be. You're thinking about putting the federal. Are they federal? Where are they? Cargo.
No, there's storage.
I'm just trying to find them.
Industrial storage container.
Federal Industrial. That's them. So, you're thinking about putting one of these in?
No, I'm thinking about putting multiple of those in.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know if they fit, mate.
They do, because what we do, right? I know it doesn't fit perfectly there, but in terms of the center line of the ship, one of those per section is the perfect width, right? For the center line of these cargoes.
Do you know what's even better, actually? Hang on.
What's even better?
Oh, we can fit 2 in each one.
2 vertical?
Yeah. Because they are literally just the right size.
No, they're 1 too short, but we can always extend the pods by 1. I think. Oh no, you are right. That front pod is just wrong. No, 1 minute. No, the pods themselves need to be extended by 1 block. I think.
Hang on. I need interior plate for this. Just a second. Let me grab some interior plate. You sure the welders are off?
Yeah, because I've just built a load of armor blocks.
Watch out. Here you go. Let me just place it on top.
Yeah, look at this back one here. Yeah. If you look, they need to be extended by 1 block.
Oh, we shrink them by a block.
Wait. Oh. No. Extend them. Only reason I say extend them, right, is because I don't want to use the cargo as structure. Because if anything hits these and destroys them...
Yeah, you lose what's inside them.
And what's connected to it, if it's structural. Whereas if it's just placed within the shell, if they hit the shell or they destroy this, anything connected to it still stays. So, and to be fair, if you look at the size of this, right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks quite easily that we can extend these out by and move it over by like 1 block.
And we can move this. We can move the front ones forward 1 as well.
Well, it's the thing. I was thinking the front one comes forwards 3 and extends 1. Second one moves forwards 1 and extends 1. Back one can just extend backwards.
I think we can fit 3 in each one.
what, one down the centre line as well?
Yeah.
So in terms of these, yes, you definitely can fit 3. I think in terms of this, the
No.
cargo storage.
No, there's a bigger question.
Do we want to fit 3?
No. Yes, we can fit 3.
Can we lift it?
And we lift it.
Well, here's the thing, right? Because remember, you look at this. In terms of size, right? No, fitting 3 is going to be a bit harder. I mean, fitting 2 is going to be hard enough as it is without doing the extension. But I mean, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I think next time this front section needs to be ground down, moved forwards an entire block and rebuilt. Sorry, move forwards 2 blocks and rebuilt. So it'll be there.
How much power do these produce? 19.44 meganewtons.
So in terms of this back section, that was to build.
This fit. Oh! Ooh, hello? Cheeky. Cheeky. Ooh, you fit.
Right. So that's where the stanchions need to move to for this front one. Actually, no, it doesn't. This one's wrong.
I was gonna say that one needs to go forward one.
Nope. So expansion of 1 at the back and 1 forwards, and then the extension. This one just needs to move forwards 1. I think. Length of this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 10.
You just dropped a clanger.
Not me.
Me either.
And then this one. Needs to come to there. And then this one. Goes there. So that's where it needs to move to in terms of this. And what that'll do is that'll keep the same sort of profile. Keep the same... Yeah, because that's not... That's extending back by 1 with a 2 gap. That's extending 1 this way with a 1, 2. This is in the wrong place still.
Yeah, Rom. It's still built. Yeah, you could say that.
Lag again. 1, 2. This just needs to come to here then. So that keeps the 2 gap, even though that extends. And then it's how far? 1, 2. One.
He does indeed, Ronnie. But in this heat, I'd be a bit, you know, I'd be more remiss.
You what?
Oh, Ron's just saying a good meat and take pie takes a bit of beating. Takes a lot of beating, and it's true. But in this heat, as good as the pie may be, the heat may be the determining factor.
Right. So, in terms of these, right? Those stanchions now that I've just built are in the perfect place for the expansions of these sections.
Okay.
Okay. I don't think we build them now, but it's a reminder for next session of that's what we're doing.
Yeah, because we've got to rebuild all of this.
Well, what I'm thinking,
this last one, we've got to do a lot more work on it as well.
Well, this last one, we actually don't. Because, I mean, I can build the last one out now in scaffolding.
Well, the other thing we've got to decide as well is these weird sidebars that this back one's got that the other two don't.
Oh no, those are there that we can get rid of those eventually. Those provide zero support.
Yeah.
Because if you look at these, all of these are 10 wide, right? It's just that front one has them, that the back two don't. There's nothing different about them.
Yeah, but the question is, do we do them on all of them?
I think part of the reason I'm going to do, I'm going to change it so that it's like the others, and we decide later down the line.
Right. Okay.
Because I think if we decide later down the line with these, it gives us a bit of freedom to make a decision. Whereas, because I know if you're like me, you'll see these being in there, and that's like, oh, that's a shape I've got to conform to. Whereas if we get rid of them and we just do the structural parts, like the rest of it, you'll conform to things completely differently. But my stomach's growling at me.
Yeah.
So,
and we need to let the base chew out all the other bits we need to complete this. So,
yeah,
folks,
we need to give the base at least 3
Yeah.
hours.
So, folks, we're going to let the base catch up with our design, and the whale tail. It is actually a whale tail, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Big Blue's whale tail will be complete, and I think next time we'll be deep into fit out and try to figure out the layout for this and the arming of this as well. Because although it is going to be cargo, as we found out to almost our detriment with Beluga, you do need to have a little bit of bite on it. No bite, no bueno. So yeah, I think we're going to call it there. As I said, tomorrow, World of Warships on Twitch. We have the front page of Twitch. So feel free to share and let everyone else know that we are doing a Sunday World of Warships front page on Twitch. So we look forward to seeing you there. And yeah, we'll see where we go from here. We've got a lot to do on the whale. Because it is a bit more of an ambitious build this than what we did with Beluga. Beluga in comparison was quite simple. We had a cargo section, we had the engine pods, we just put everything in, buttoned it up, job done. With this, we have a little bit more to do in order to make it fit for what we want. Because the other thing as well is, this is also going to be, I think, the biggest ship we'll have made by a factor of 2. Urban, you'll know more than me on that. I think it's twice as big as Beluga, this, isn't it?
This is twice as big as our cargo ship from Alehouse.
Yeah. So we're getting into big ship building now. And the thing is, this isn't even the biggest thing we're probably going to build. Because we do have the space station to finish and the docking and building arm up in space.
Not to forget the bajillion other things that we have planned for that space station on our LCD screen over here.
Yeah, we've got all this over here to build as well at some point. So we have a lot of stuff to build. We've got the little green snot flying around somewhere.
Hey, go jump in spectator and see if you can find him. He's probably sat over at the ice base.
How are you hitting me when I'm above you?
He's got a gun.
Oh, I have a gun, they don't.
Oh. Okay.
Tomorrow you will be able to join me and Urban in this. Alright. Or you'll be able to see Spice Run 69 version 2.2.2.3 with the dwarf. He's very excited about that. Urban's got his D&D. Stats will be live later on today.
Green Bug is somewhere between base and ice base, or has been shot down.
Oh. Or it's been shot down. Do we not have a relay thing on that for warning?
Nope.
Can't see anything flying.
Empty list.
We take the wire wing out and go and see if we can find it, or should we wait?
Do me a favour.
Yeah.
It's your choice whether you want to go and find it or you want to just know what happened.
Has it crashed?
open up the entity list and search small grid 5766 and 7 small grid 7205.
Let's go and see it. What do you mean it's got no fuel?
Where? What? Y-wing?
Yeah, been easied.
Uh,
It's also now got damage. Right, have I got fuel in... Have we got fuel in Thor and Molyneux?
Loki definitely does.
Let's go and have a look. Where is it?
I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Why has that
Let
got
me
no...
spawn at the BFM.
Where is this going?
I have no clue. Izzy was working fine and then all of a sudden wasn't. Also, I can't spawn, apparently. You know, respawn at the BFM? Yay!
Yeah, the reactor's got all its deuterium nicked on.
There you go.
Oh, go. Right, so it's been buggered.
It got buggered well off course as well. Like, this is more than likely it's been knocked off course by something. Because its course is a good, like, 30... Oh, no, it's not. No. Surely.
Is it friendly fire, perchance?
No, because it's 2k from the ice base. It's almost like it's taken off, then it's lost power. But it hasn't lost power because the batteries are fully charged. Well, that's me done for Space Engineers. My Space Engineers is no longer letting me do inputs. It's almost like you hit the 2-hour mark on any server and suddenly everything goes wrong with Space Engineers.
So the bug is bugged.
The bug has been splattered.
It's a shame.
I had it blueprinted. I think I blueprinted it with the route. So I don't think I need to set it again. I should be able to just get the blueprint built and tell it to go to the ice base and it should be fine. But yeah, I don't know what happened with that. Because there's no way that should have crashed. Because collision avoidance was on, terrain, it had a high enough altitude to avoid collision with the ground. The only thing I can think of is it had something shot at it.
Well,
and they've knocked out the structural cargo container. But oh well.
Oh, we'll come back and we'll fix it all again next time, Tony.
My bug. No.
Yep. Well, folks, on that sad note, we'll have to rebuild the bug bigger and better. Yeah, tackle front page. So we're going to be streaming on Twitch only tomorrow. But it's on the front page. So we're doing Warships. Killer Bin is kindly come along and join us as well. We'll have some fun there. But yeah, in the meantime, I've got connection problems. Urban's had connection problems. I think that's
You've not got connection problems, you've got me loading in problems.
Okay. But yeah, we're going to call it there, folks. It's been a very enjoyable 2 hours, 20 minutes with yourselves. Thank you for coming to join us. We will be back tomorrow, so please do, if you haven't already, click follow, click subscribe, click like. Really appreciate it. So I'll see you all tomorrow morning, bright, breezy, bushy-eyed, and ready to rock and roll. Urban, call it there. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody. Have fun. Remember, it's just a game.
Tell me I'm wrong.